All right, good evening and welcome to the Utopian Baseball Universe Report for Friday, July 23rd. We're not after dark tonight. We're during dark. So tonight's show's going to be a little bit different. We are going to get you the scores and highlights for today, but we're also going to do. We've never done this before. I'm calling this the State of Utopia. We're going to look at the first 100 games, basically. Give a recap of the season so far, look at the standings, look at some of the other things we're doing within the Utopian Baseball universe. So here we go. We'll start with the scores from tonight in East-South games hosted by the South Division. Tonight in Miami, the Red Sox beat the Marlins 6-4. Carl Yastrzemski with 4 hits in this game, including 2 doubles. Drove in a run. Nomar Garcia-Pera had 3 hits and 4 RBIs for the Red Sox. John Lester wins. He improves to 8-6. Livan Hernandez takes the loss. He's 8-7. The save goes to Jose Mendez, his 8th. In Tampa Bay tonight, the Rays beat the Phillies 7-3. Evan Longoria with a 2-run double in this game. Carl Crawford had 2 hits, drove in a run, stole a base, scored 2 runs. Hilton Smith, the winner, he's 11-4. Pete Alexander takes the loss. He's 9-7. Wild one in Houston tonight. The Blue Jays win 9-8. The Astros led this game 8-1 after 5 innings. Jeff Bagwell had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. He hit his universe-leading 21st homer in this game. Willard Brown homered his 6th. Ernie Witt hit his first homer of the year for Toronto as they win just a wild game in Houston tonight. The Rangers beat the Expos 3-1. Of note, Charlie Huff left this game after 2 innings. Looks like he's going to be replaced in the rotation by Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers actually pitched the last 4 innings tonight. Did not give up a run, gave up a couple hits, earned a save. He's going to pitch in Huff's spot starting next week. Wild game in Atlanta tonight as the Mets beat the Braves 10-8, 14 innings. Each team scored in the 11th. The Mets scored twice in the 14th. Pete Alonso with 3 hits, including his 8th homer, 4 RBIs on the night, he even stole a base. Freddie Freeman hit his 14th homer for Atlanta in just another wild game in the Utopian tonight. The Durham Bulls beat the Yankees 7-2. Gaylord Perry earns his first win of the year, went 7, gave up 1 earned run, struck out 8. Josh Gibson with 2 doubles, a homer, and 4 RBIs in this game. Dick Allen also homered for the Bulls, his 9th. Earlier today, the Orioles and Cardinals celebrated the 1944 World Series. Stan Musial won the game for the Cardinals in the 12th with a walk-off 3-run homer. Mark McGwire added 2 doubles and 2 RBIs for the Cardinals. Adam Jones homered for the Orioles. Brooks Robinson homered. Trey Mancini homered. Lou Brock homered and stole a base in this one. Joaquin Andujar with the win. He's 2-1. Tippy Martinez takes the loss. He's 1-1. The Nationals beat the Royals tonight 3-2. Jordan Zimmerman with 7 innings, struck out 6, earned his 9th win for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman had 2 hits, including an RBI and a stolen base. Luke Hochevar, the loser, he's 2-3. Drew Storen earns his 14th save of the year for the Nationals. In North at West games, it was the A's 8 and the Tigers 2. Catfish Hunter, or as Jimmy Bayo calls him, Catfish Hunta, 8 innings, 8 strikeouts. Jimmy Fox had 4 hits. He had his 14th homer of the year, a 3-run homer in this game, scored 2 runs. Jose Canseco also homered for the A's, his 7th. The Giants tonight on the 3rd game of our triple header on the MLB network beat the Pirates 4-3. Jeff Kent with an RBI single in the 7th, giving the Giants the lead for good. Willie Mays with a solo homer and 2 runs scored in this game. Juan Marichal wins his 4th for the Giants. Jamison Talion returned to the rotation for the Pirates. He takes the loss. He's 7-5. In our late afternoon game, commemorating the 1959 World Series, the White Sox beat the Dodgers 2-1. Our very own Jack McDowell. It seems like when he's good, he's really good this year for the White Sox. Complete game 5 hitter, 10 strikeouts. Yoan Moncada drove in both runs for the White Sox. McDowell's now 7-7, besting Fernando Valenzuela this afternoon. He's now 6-7 for the Dodgers. And in Anaheim tonight, the Angels beat the Cubs 9-5. Mike Trout had 3 hits, a homer, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored in this game. Sammy Sosa hit 2 two-run homers. He now has 20. He's only 1 behind Bagwell, and he's 5th in the league in RBIs with 65. The Padres beat the Brewers tonight 8-7. Padres scored 3 runs in the 6th and the 7th innings. Dave Winfield had 3 hits, including his 15th homer of the year, 3 RBIs. For the Brewers, homers for Rob Deere and Paul Molitor. The Mariners beat the Twins 2-1. Chris Bosio improves to 9-6. He pitched 7 innings tonight. Kenta Maeda pitched 7 innings and struck out 12, but gave up a towering homer to Richie Sexson in the 7th inning that gave the M's the lead for good in this game tonight. In our Xbox game earlier today, the Reds shut out the Diamondbacks 1-0. Johnny Vandermeer with a complete game 3-hit shutout, struck out 5. I believe he retired the last 15 batters he faced in this game. Chris Sabo with an RBI double in the 5th. Vandermeer's now 8-9 for the Reds. Ian Kennedy takes the loss. He's 7-8. And in Denver tonight, the Indians keep on keeping on. Winners in Denver tonight, 4-0 over the Rockies. Addie Joss with a complete game 4-hit shutout, 8 strikeouts. Francisco Lindor with 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base for the Indians as they continue to roll in the North. All right, so let's talk about the first 100 games. So it's July 23rd. Every team now has played 100 games. We have 56 left. So if you look at the standings right now, in the East Division, the Toronto Blue Jays hold a record of 59-41. They're 35-16 at home. They lead the division by 7 games over the Red Sox, 8 games over the Phillies. The next team in the standings is Baltimore, and Washington 12 out. So if the season were over, the Phillies would play the Red Sox in the East Division wildcard game. The winner of that game would go to Toronto in a best-of-5, 1-2-2 format. Toronto right now looks like they're going to be tough to beat. They have the best pitching in the Utopian right now. Their collective ERA is the lowest in the league right now. It's actually under 3.6. So the Blue Jays, and you'll see later when I show you the stats, they actually have 2 pitchers in the top 5 in ERA. They're going to be tough to beat. In the South Division, the Braves at 57-43 hold a 3-game lead on the Rays and a 4-game lead on the Cardinals. The Bulls, the Marlins, and the Rangers are all within 2 games of the Cardinals. So right now, as it stands, that's a 6-team race. We have 6 teams within 6 games of the top in the South Division. In the North, right now it's the Indians, 2-game lead over the Pirates. Pirates have led this division most of the year. The Indians are just white hot right now. They're 35-16 at home. They're playing well on the road too, 27-22. 2-game lead on the Pirates, 3-game lead on the Reds. The Reds are just really good lately. And of course, they were in the championship last year, but the Reds are now 7 games ahead of the next team, which is the White Sox. So right now, with 56 games left, it looks like the playoffs are pretty much set unless one of these other teams can get really hot. I mean, the White Sox, the Tigers, they're 7 and 8 games out respectively. The Twins are 11 out of a wild card. So really right now, unless something really dramatic happens, it's just all about positioning for the Indians, Pirates, and Reds. But we'll see what happens. And in the West, the Giants and Padres hold a lead in the division. They're tied at 54 and 46. The A's are 4 back. So right now the A's are a playoff team. Rockies and Angels 6 back, Dodgers 8 back. So again, right now it looks like we have 6 teams vying for those 3 spots in the West. If the season were over right now, it would be the A's at the Padres. Actually, let me take that back. The Giants and Padres would play for the Western Division. The winner wins the division. The loser would host the A's in the wild card game. That's how that would work out. So that's what the standings look like. Let's take a look at some of the statistical leaders right now. And I'm going to do this for homers and wins by division, just because I have the leader for everyone here. Leading the East Division in home runs is Frank Robinson with 19. Bryce Harper has 18, and Andre Dawson has 18. Those are the 3 leaders. We're going to do the top 3 for home runs in each division. In the North Division, Sammy Sosa with 20. Josh Bell of Pittsburgh with 18. And then we have 3 players with 17. Frank Thomas, Johnny Bench, and Jim Thome each have 17 homers in the North. In the West Division, let's see, we've got Ken Griffey has 19 homers. Paul Goldschmidt has 19 homers. And Adrian Gonzalez and Reggie Jackson have 18. So those are the leaders in the West Division for home runs. And in the South Division, the leader of the entire universe right now is Jeff Bagwell with 21. Henry Aaron's got 17. And then Juan Gonzalez and Fred McGriff each have 16. Of note, every franchise except Florida has a player with at least 10 homers. Florida has 4 players with 8. So that's interesting. They're actually amongst the lowest in the league in offense, but they are pitching pretty well this year. As far as wins in the East, let me take that back. Dave Stieb has 12 wins for the Blue Jays. Mike Cuellar of the Orioles and Roger Clemens of the Red Sox have 11 wins. In the North, Addie Joss of the Indians with 12 wins, Burt Blyleven with 12 wins, and Smokey Joe Williams of the Pirates with 11. In the West Division, we only have 2 10-game winners in the West. We have Mike Hampton, 11-5, and Christy Mathewson, 10-3. And in the South Division, we've got Tyler Glasnow, leads the universe at 13 wins. He's 13-4. Old Hoss Radbourne has 11 wins, and Dallas Keuchel and Phil Niekro each have 10 wins in the South. As far as saves leaders in the universe right now, we've got Kent Tekulve and Tom Hankey each have 20. Trevor Hoffman has 19. Bruce Sutter has 18. Rob Dibble has 16. And Lee Smith and Dan Quisenberry each with 15. Those are the leaders in saves right now. Our ERA leaders right now, Jose Rio is first. Smokey Joe Williams second. Juan Guzman and Dave Stieb of the Blue Jays are 3rd and 4th. And Tyler Glasnow 5th. In strikeouts, 1 second here. I forgot to number them. Smokey Joe Williams first, Steve Carlton second, Dave Stieb third, Warren Spahn fourth, and Bob Gibson fifth in strikeouts. Stolen bases right now, the leader is Cool Papa Bell with 33. Ricky Henderson has 30. Willard Brown of the Blue Jays has 28. Lou Brock has 26. Joe Morgan with 25. Our doubles leader right now is Joe DiMaggio with 31, Stan Musial with 30, Tris Speaker with 29, Adrian Beltre with 28, and Luis Gonzalez with 27. Triples leader right now is Willard Brown of the Blue Jays with 12, Tim Raines with 8, Paul Molitor, Sam Crawford, and Craig Biggio each have 7 for the Astros. Last stat we'll get you updated on here is batting average. Right now, Wally Joyner leads the league in batting average, followed by Nap Lajoie, Ty Cobb, Ted Williams, and Turkey Stearns of the New York Mets. So a lot of the Negro League ball players are making huge impacts. Oscar Charleston is having a huge year with the White Sox. Ray Dandridge having a big year for the Padres. So it's going to be an interesting finish to the season. We got about 2 months left. We're 100 games in, 56 games left. Want to remind you guys we have trivia coming up on Wednesday night. Now I know, and I'm not trying to like pressure people into playing, but these are the folks that made a commitment. I haven't heard back from a lot of them, but as of right now, Jamie Howell is confirmed. Jeff Turner is going to make his best effort. Brett Bamford. I haven't heard back yet from Greg, Mikey, Daniel, or Tim. If I don't hear back from them by let's say Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to reach out to the universe, and because I want us to get 7 for that night. I actually have 2 openings for game 3, so we're going to try to get 7. That's the goal. But these were the gentlemen that expressed interest early on. Hopefully I can hear back from them. But either way, we're doing trivia Wednesday night at July 28th at 8 o'clock. I wrote it today. So I wrote game 2 today. We're going to have all new categories, same format, 9 categories of trivia. Top 2 scores advance to the semifinals. Greg Maternowski's in the semis. Madison McIntyre's there. And we have 4 slots remaining, 2 from game 2, 2 from game 3. I'm really excited. It's one of the things I enjoy most about the Utopian Baseball universe is our trivia tournaments. Tomorrow, or let's just look at the Xbox schedule for the rest of the weekend. Red Sox and Marlins tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central. Detroit at Oakland, 9:30 Central. And Washington and Kansas City Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Tomorrow's Utopian Baseball Universe After Dark is going to be later, like we normally do on a Saturday, about 11 o'clock. And then the report for Sunday will be about 5 o'clock on Sunday. I want to talk about 2 other things here that have been like big topics on Facebook with me today, baseball related. Number one is the Cleveland Indians are now, or starting in 2022, are going to be the Cleveland Guardians. People have been asking me about my opinion on that all day. Number one, the move is necessary. I love that they're changing it. I'm not crazy about Guardians, but I mean, if you look at some of the names now that are used, this is not an original thought, but I agree with it. I saw this on SportsCenter tonight. If Yankees was chosen in 2021, some of the like Athletics, Dodgers, they wouldn't have flown. A lot of the names used in Major League Baseball right now we're used to, and they've been around for over 100 years. So, you're not going to change a lot of them, but a lot of the baseball names aren't great. Some of them are creative. Like I like the Brewers. I like the Mets because of, what it means, metropolitan. But Yankees, I don't think that would fly in 2021. We have 2 teams named after Sox. I don't know. So I'm not crazy about Guardians, but I like that they kept the color scheme. The font is pretty close. I was really hoping for Spiders or even Browns, being a Browns fan. But it's a necessary move. And to answer, a couple people have texted me tonight. How is the Utopian Baseball universe going to handle this? In 2022, it'll be the Cleveland Guardians. No doubt about it. We're gonna honor that. Now, I did get another question tonight, and Some people are going to love this. Some people are going to hate it. You can't make everyone happy, but here it goes. The Oakland A's right now, as it stands, there's a good chance they're going to leave Oakland. I don't see that ending well in Oakland. I think they're going to go to Vegas or Nashville or Portland. But I'm looking right at my Oakland A's fans right now. In a utopia, my utopian baseball universe, there's not going to be relocation. There's not going to be strikes. There's not going to be lockouts. There's not going to be racism. There's not going to be a lot of the things that aren't good about the history of baseball. The Oakland A's are going to stay in Oakland in the utopian baseball universe. I just built them a new ballpark. Not me, but I took the Howard Terminal ballpark renderings that are online, and the Oakland A's are playing there in the Utopian. So I don't care where the A's are going next year. If they change the name, change the color scheme, in this universe, they're the Oakland A's. They wear green and gold, and they're going to be playing their games at Howard Terminal Ballpark until this is no longer a thing anymore. So that's all I have to say about that. Not trying to get too political here, but it's a utopian baseball universe. It's all of the greats, all of my favorites, and many of today's superstars competing in what I think is a perfect baseball universe. It's not for everyone. We have a group of about 1,000 people. Some of you guys are really into this, and that's who I do it for. If this group was 60 people, 100 people, 10 people, and all of you are into it, that's who I do it for. We lose members almost every day, whether it's Facebook jail, they're just not interested in the content. I had a guy, I'm not even going to say his name, he left because his team isn't doing well in this, even though we all understand how the results come to pass are completely random. But the universe is for the people that want to be here and love it and get value out of it. And pretty much every day since I started this, at least a couple times a week, I should say, I have people going out of their way to tell me they love what we're doing here, and you are why we continue to do this. So Oakland A's aren't going anywhere. They're going to be the Oakland A's next year. The Cleveland team in 2022 will be the Guardians. That's all I have to say. Join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the Boston Red Sox and the Marlins, 9:30 for the Tigers and A's, and the Utopian Baseball Universe After Dark at 11 o'clock. I'm going to sign off for now because I've got a date with one of the greatest people I've ever met, and we're going to watch a baseball movie, and that's how I'm going to end my Friday night. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.